Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa and you are watching the Exploring Oracle, or the Exploracle for short. Today we will be taking a look at this cute little tin deck called the Halloween Tarot. So this is published by US Games and this is what the tin looks like. So I'm quite fond of tin decks because they're easy to bring, they're handy, the size is not too small. And yeah, this is the size of the tin deck that I prefer, fully occupying, or at least filling up the tin. So let's take a look at the little white book. So the Halloween Tarot, reading the cards, then you have the major and the minor arcana. And the minors have been renamed. So let's take a quick look. That's what's inside the guidebook. So you do have some spreads here. So the major arcana. I want to take a look at the minors. Okay, so yeah. So you have here the pentacles are the pumpkins, the symbols of the earth and material success. And then you have the cups as the ghosts, symbol of water and emotions. And then you have the swords as the bats, symbols of air, strife, and the intellect. And lastly, the wands are the imps, symbols of fire, creativity, and enterprise. So yeah, so those are the suits. Then you have here meanings and keywords for each suit. And yeah, all the way to the end, and then it tells you a little bit about the artist. Okay, so that's the little white book. And then let's take a look at the cards. So you have a title card over here, as well as an extra card. The backs are reversible for those who read reversals. The cardstock it's not fully matte. There's a little bit of a sheen, but it's definitely not glossy. Okay, so let me just zoom in and we can set up for the flip through. Before we go to the flip through, I just wanted to show you in relation to a standard tarot size, this is how big this deck is. Okay, so that is from the Tarot of Vampires. Okay, so again, let's zoom in. All right, so this is the Fool. It's a clown. The Magician. So the characters are traditional or monsters from the tales, horror stories. So it's the Bride of Frankenstein. You have the monster of Frankenstein, Frankenstein's monster, the Mummy. I was a big fan of, or I am a big fan of horror or scary stories. I did read a lot of Stephen King, Christopher Pike, Anne Rice, Fear Street when I was growing up. So yeah, this deck is not at all scary. It's really very quirky. Halloween here in the Philippines, when I was young, we didn't really have trick-or-treat, to be quite frank, but now it's a little bit more common. We did have a lot of like scary specials that are happening during Halloween. Most of the scary movies come out during that time, and I was an avid watcher. Sun. So this is a cute deck for me. It's not super, overly cute, but there's a certain charm to this deck. And it is very Rider-Waite-Smith friendly. The images would be very familiar to those who are familiar with the RWS. But they just have the characters as these icons of horror. I don't want to really say horror because it's not, I don't know, it doesn't really seem that scary, at least the way it's illustrated. And these are the pumpkin suit, which is the pentacles. Oops. And the king. Then we have the cup suit, which is the ghosts. They're cute, they're charming. And this cat, this is just familiar here, is in, I think, every card. Just let's look for him in every card. Yeah, it's there. It's there. And they're so happy. These are happy ghosts. And the king. Then moving on to the air suit or the sword suit or the bat suit. Bats. So instead of the swords striking the heart, you have there the bats. But really, if this is really very much RWS, an RWS clone. And the king. As always, feel free to slow down, speed up, or pause if you want to take a closer look at the cards. Then you have the imps, which are the wands or the suit of fire. Eight, 9 of imps, queen, and then the king. So we'll zoom out and let's see how this deck shuffles. Alright, so I've had other tin decks in the past and I don't have a problem shuffling them, and this is no exception. It shuffles really well, it shuffles really easily. The size is perfect for my smaller hands, and it doesn't, the cardstock is not sticky, it's not, it doesn't feel, we'll read for that one. So yeah, it doesn't stick, it doesn't clump, so easy to side shuffle as well. Okay, then we will be reading for the Queen of Imps. Okay, so let's take a look at what the guidebook has to say, the little white book has to say for the Queen of Imps. So she is a kind, generous, curious woman who revels in the world's wonders, success in all endeavors, family, home, career, and in growing things. So that is the entry here in the little white book. And that is the Halloween Tarot. It's a very quirky, very nice, very cute Halloween deck. Will I be using it outside of Halloween or this season? Probably not, but it's still very charming. And, you know, if I guess it's something that probably I'll just take out whenever it's this season and use or read with. Of course, you can read with it any time of the year, but I think that seasonality or it being a seasonal deck adds to its charm. At least that's what I think. And I'm really quite glad that, I have something like this in my collection right now. So yeah, so that has been the Halloween Tarot. If you like this video, please click on the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate it. I post tarot related content at least once a week, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!